Hey everyone, here's when I came back from Puerto Rico. This is my first day of prep. I got sick coming back. Good thing I took a deload week in Puerto Rico. I think staying up late and not really being on my diet like I usually am. I think I got sick because of that. But I still went to the gym, and like I said, this is my first day prepping for my competition, April 11th. So I'm about 13 weeks out. Still got a lot of body fat to burn down. I did rear delts, so I focused on my rear delts, and then later on that day I went and did my front and side delts. But I really wanted to focus on my rear delts separately. So sometimes I go twice a day to the gym, like I mentioned before. It depends how I feel. Maybe when I cut more, I'm only going to go once. It depends on how bad and how weak I feel during the cut phase and depleted I feel. But I did some single arm rear cable flies. This is a really good exercise. I enjoy doing this exercise. Usually I do it with a crossover, two cables at a time. But with the one arm, it allows me to focus on just that one side of the delt and really focus on symmetry. You know, sometimes you're stronger from one side. So when you do exercises that you have to use both sides of your body, your stronger side is usually taking more of the force out of the exercise. So when you do a unilateral, one arm at a time or one side at a time, it really helps you focus on the symmetry of your body, and it helps you develop a good proportion that way. Next, I went into some face pulls. I did them kneeling down because sometimes when I stand up, if I put too much weight, I feel like the weight is pushing me forward. When I kneel down, I feel more stable. Sometimes I do these also sitting down on the cable row machine. It just depends how I feel and what variation I want to do that day. But when I do them kneeling down, I do feel way more support than standing up. So that's a trick. If you feel like you stand up and you feel like the weights are moving you forward and you really can't get a good balance on it, you can kneel down and do these as well. Next, I went on to some rear delt flies on the pec machine. These I like as well, but these I don't do them too often because I feel like I can feel those target my side delts as well. Even though I do want to work my side delts later on, I wanted to focus on the back delt. So when I do the flies on the pec deck machine, I really feel a lot of activation on that side delt and that upper trap too for some reason. So I really like the single arm bent overs and stuff like that. I also decided to do some back. I did the back the day before, but I just did 3 light sets just to get a pump in my back, and that's the way it could recover. So when you want to do like a little pump session, that helps the blood pump into the muscle, get the nutrients in there, and it actually helps it recover. I'm not really fatiguing it. I'm not really going too heavy, too hard, because that would be overtraining the muscle. I'm just getting a little pump so the blood can really pump in there. Lastly, I finished off with some bent over dumbbell flies for the rear delts. These are really good. I like these exercises for the rear delt. This takes out more of that side and the trap out, I feel, as for me, than the actual pec deck. So these, the only uncomfortable thing is actually bending down on these. You can do these sitting down too. It takes the stabilization movement out of it. You don't have to stabilize as much when you sitting down instead of standing up. But I like these overall. Anyway, I got a good pump on my shoulders, and I'll see y'all next time. Be safe out there. Take care.